Well, man. Man. Damn. That had my heart. That had my heart. That had my soul. I thought we could get that one. I thought we could steal that one. Honestly, bro, there's a lot of things that need to be said about this game. There's a lot that needs to be put out there. And there's a lot of you who quit on the game in the first half. There's a lot of you that quit on the game in the first half, turned it off. I saw it in almost every group I saw out there. Bryce is the problem. Get rid of Bryce. He's the issue. Blase, blase, blase. Bryce is the reason that we're this bad, man. I saw it constantly all over my timeline, right? And yet, bro. Oh, man, because everybody, the very first drive we get, right? Bryce gets blown up on the fumble. And a lot of you were like, why didn't he learn? Why didn't he need? You know what? I've looked at it and I came to Bryce's defense immediately on that play because we did not pick up the blitz. Our O-line did not pick up the man who literally stunted around and hit Bryce. And I looked at it multiple times. I looked at it numerous times and I said, you know what? I can see why certain fans are angry because in that sense, Bryce, just curl up and go down. Just curl up and go down. It makes sense. The one I'm getting mad at a lot of y'all on is the second one. The second play, the interception. Yeah, that one. Because a lot of you are like, Bryce is so stupid. He's a bust. How could he throw this pick? Did y'all not see, especially when they showed the replay? Here, this play right here. Look at where Robert Hunt is and where that guy came from. Robert Hunt did not block this man. He went ahead and tried to help the center when this man is right down the pipes. They sent two right there. Robert Hunt is clear as day, can block this man, but didn't. And because of that, he has a beeline for Bryce and gets blasted in the process of Bryce trying to step up and throw the ball. And it turns into an interception. And right then and there, it's like, all right, boom, we down 7. That interception doesn't help. That turns into a field goal. Then it's like, all right, we are reeling. We are reeling. We come back. We get the ball. We drive down. We don't turn into a touchdown. We turn into 3 points, right? Cool. 10-3. They're driving. Defense. Third down. We had them on the lock, and Mike Jackson has a PI on Marvin Harrison Jr. to put them right in the red zone. And it leads to them getting that field goal. It leads to them getting the field goal. We go down 13-3. Drive stalls. It's looking bad. We're about to end the half. We could have. It's like we're about to end the half. And then we have to punt the ball because definitely because of delay of game penalty where it was 3rd and 8. We get a delay of game. It turns into 3rd and 13. And that just causes us to punt the ball back. Go. Arizona gets it. We stop them. On our punt return, we get a holding penalty. We get a holding penalty that starts us under our own 15, and we get a 3 and out to give the Cardinals the ball back. And on that drive, there were 2 low passes on 2nd down and 3rd down on that 3 and out that were on Bryce. One to Leggett and one to Jatavian Sanders that they hold us, in my opinion, and said it was incomplete. I don't know how, but you know what? It is what it is, and I don't like it. So now we're in danger again. Whole thing is to just hold water, hold serve, bro. Hold serve. What does Nick Scott do? Open up the middle. He did it earlier in the game too. He opened up the middle for an easy seam route. Then he decided for I want to say it was Trey McBride for a big game for him earlier. And then he opens it up again, this time going too far to the middle and open up a gap between the sideline and there. Easy touchdown. What are we doing, bro? Get Nick Scott out the game. Please, 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 please. But then all of a sudden, we come out the second half. We know they get the ball. We have horrible pass coverage and tackling the entire first Arizona drive, and we're down 27-3. So it's dead to rights. Everybody cutting off TVs. Everybody saying Bryce is trash. Everybody saying the whole team trash. Everybody saying this, that, and the third. Everybody's doing X, Y, and Z. And when I tell y'all, shut up about Bryce Young, shut it up right now. right now. Because it would have been easy. It would have been easy for Bryce to throw in the towel, for Canales to throw in the towel, and just bench him right then and there once we went down 27-3 and said, Dalton, get in there. The very next drive after we come down, if we are 27-3, Bryce Young comes down, 7 or 8 on the passes with 6 productive runs to boot. We get a TD pass to Renfrow. Oh, then we're lucky. We are honestly lucky because Arizona's coming back driving. Roseboom has the clearest sack to date on Kyler Murray and misses. I mean, beeline. All you got to do is break down and you got this, man. Your help's already on the outside. We're good. He misses. Kyler scrambles for a 30-yard run. Then somehow we manage to finally apply pressure to Kyler Murray. Get the same type of interception that was on Bryce earlier. Boom. He's hit. Floater. We get a pick. What does Bryce take with that pick? Guess what? The passing attack shows up again. Man goes 8 for 10 in the passing game, and he gets a passing TD to Chuba Hubbard. So now it's 27-15, and I don't know what's up with them 2-point conversion calls because both of them sucked, if we're being real. I don't know what was up with them. The defense comes back out and gets a 3-and-out. The first time they got a 3-and-out all day. So, what do we do then? Bryce Young comes up. 4th and 16. Pocket collapsing. Steps up in the pocket, delivers a dime on the middle to Tremaine, and it is beautiful. What are we doing, bro? Leads to a huge first down. We go back down, and you know what? Bryce Young, another crucial third down. Actually, it might have been 4th down. Pass to Hunter Renfrow right before the 2-minute warning. Boom. Very next play, fake RPO, do the RPO, slings it sideways, gets it to Hunter Renfrow. It is now a close game. It's like, hold up. Now, it's what? 22-27? Because if I'm making sure, yeah, it's 22-27 at that point. And I'm looking at it like, hey, we have a shot. Then we go and get the blessing of the gods and somehow get an onside kick. The first onside kick since 2019. And we have a shot. The refs are calling penalties on Arizona. The refs are calling penalties on us. Bro, all we got to do is continue to block and execute. And we can't at the end. Bryce, I'm going to say it was the extra pressure because Arizona started somehow getting to him even worse than the entire first half. And they weren't even sending, it was a 4-man rush the entire time. Actually, they sent the blitz like 2 times, but they were getting to him on that final drive as I would expect them to. But we had a shot. We had a chance. And a lot of you who called us for dead said this ain't even a waste of a game. And a lot of you who think, oh, this game was against garbage. No, they kept the starters in the entire game. Bryce Young had his career day. Career completions, career attempts, career yards. The man went 328, 38 of 55, or 35 of 55 with 3 touchdowns. Y'all want to blame anybody today? On the offensive side of the ball, I'm going to blame 2 people. One, I'm blaming the O-line. Because the simple fact of the matter that we rushed for 49 yards sucks. We could not establish the run to save our life. And pass protection was not great. It got better in the second half, but it sucked in the first. And let's keep it a bean. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know what you want me to do. Shout out to T-Mac. Shout out to Jatavian Sanders. Shout outs to Hunter Renfrow. Shout out to Bryson Tremaine. Shout out to Tommy Trimble. XL, where were you at, dog? I've been defending you, but today's game, I've been defending you, but I'm also gonna be critical because I need to. You had a comeback route that you could have used your body and shielded. Dude just ran through you. You had a fade that you could have easily got a PI if you just stopped and used your body. You tried to keep floating to the back. What's up, bro? I'm on your side. I believe in you, but some of these things I can't defend. I can't. On the defensive side, why are we? I'm convinced it is the scheme at this point. It is the scheme and tackling, because what on God's green earth is going on, bro? We man up, we man up, we in trouble. We go cover, we go in zone, we in trouble. Pass rush can barely get there at all. At all. We were fortunate to get that turnover. We were very fortunate, but bro, I don't get it and I don't understand it. And I just, Avero, Nick Scott, and Trevin Wallace, and I'm starting to say Roseboom too, are the issues. Not even but some of the issues. Definitely Avero and Nick Scott. I got more Nick Scott than anybody for me. For me, it's Nick Scott. I need him out of there. Please let Lathan Ransom, or shoot, even Damani Richardson, please let one of them get that other safety spot with Maury. Like, get Nick Scott out of here. I don't know why. I don't know why. Mike Jackson, you start to scare me today, bro. You start to scare me. You did a good job of holding Marvin Harrison because he only had 2 catches for 27 yards. But I told y'all, Marvin Harrison, Trey McBride, shut both of them down with pretty decent. Because James Conner only ran for 34 yards. Kyler Murray ran for 32 yards. And his longest was a 30-yarder. So he didn't. His longest was a 30-yarder. So the other 6 yards only equated to 2. But Trey McBride and the rest of his team, like, Trey McBride 8, flipping Elijah Higgins, he got 45 yards. Like, what is going on, bro? What's up? Why can't we tackle and cover? Why? Every time we need a stop, almost every time we need a stop, something happens, dog. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Bryce, I don't care what nobody says. This game ain't on you. You started bad, but you finished strong. Except for the last drive, bro. Like, the last drive, it was, you had chances, you had opportunities. Hey, it happens. But you had a shot and you kept fighting. You got my respect. I don't care what none of them say. All the Panther fans who say you're trash, you shouldn't even been in the game, like, get rid of you in the first half of this game. And the fact that you kept fighting, and the fact that you kept pushing, and the fact that you kept going, I respect that. I respect that, Bryce. 328 for 3 TDs, a career high. That's what I want out of you. Now, if the defense can tackle, it's shown you can put points up on the board. If the O-line can block, we can put points on the board. But for some reason, everybody and their mama thinks it's only you, as if there aren't other pieces that affect what you do. I understand sometimes you make some bad decisions, bro, and I will hold you accountable for when you make those bad decisions. The fumble, I have to be honest. You could have just dove onto the ground. I have to be. The sack that, luckily enough, we got a holding penalty on the very last drive where you ran backwards about 30, 40 yards and almost led into a fumble, whatnot. That was bad. Don't do that. Do not do that. Like, but I wanted you to step up in the pocket, but I needed the team to also block for you. Calais Campbell literally just did not get blocked and got you on that last sack. That was it. That was it. Every time you were getting pressured, it was because they just weren't blocking and then they shrunk the pocket and then you couldn't get it up. You couldn't step up. You couldn't do what you do. But Bryce, overall, this game's not on you. This game's not on you. Everybody who says it is, they cut the game off in the first half. I guarantee you. Everybody who says this game is on you, they cut the game off in the first half, or they already have a bias against you and don't like you and want a new quarterback anyways. Because there's no way you're going to sit there and tell me that Bryce Young, who, by the way, because on the first 2 drives, man, was 5 of 6 for 25 yards, had 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. This man, he himself went 32 of 49 for 3 TDs after those first 2 drives for 303 yards. That's how he got to his 328. 300 passing yards. If you had told me Bryce Young was going to go for 300 plus today, especially after them first 2 drives, I would have called you a liar. Flat out. Everybody in the Panthers group would have called you a liar. So, with that being said, Carolina, Panthers fans, who we have the motto of keep pounding, all of you who quit in the first half, who shut it off, who didn't even give Bryce a chance to try and mount a comeback. Now, granted, I'm tired of trying to do comebacks. If Carolina can play like this all 4 quarters, be great. I'm tired of it only being for one half or the other. Either it's the first half or the second half. I need it for a whole game. That's where my scrutiny comes in. But even with all that being said, we had a shot to win. We kept pounding. Bryce Young tried to do everything he could. He had one to Bryson Tremaine, and the DB just made a great play. DB, like, threw it right on the dime, right there. DB just came in at the last second, ripped it out. Tried to go to XL. XL just didn't show up. He tried to go to Renfro over the middle. It was just a little too high, but it was there. Bryce made the attempts, bro. Bryce tried to win, and I would have loved if he could have. I could have came on this video and said, all of you Panthers fans who turned the game off, and now you're wondering how we stole that game, it was because of Bryce Young, and y'all didn't have faith. So, I say all that to say this. We lost the game. Bryce had a rough start. But this game was not on Bryce Young. If I have to put it on anybody, it was on the O-line, and it was on the O-line's ability to block for both pass and run. And it was on our defense for not being able to tackle and being horrible in coverage, to the point where now I'm just saying it's the scheme. I genuinely, at one point in the game, was just saying we need to go to a 4-3 or somebody else's 3-4 because Avero's 3-4 is not working. The 3-4 could probably work with a different DC. But Avero's version of this 3-4 is not working with the personnel we got, or he doesn't have the right personnel in to make it work at this time. Shout out to Omami Ellen getting a sack today, first career sack. Shout out my boy, because I like that for you. And we were atrocious in run stoppage, bro. Like every time they had a big run, it was just bad. It was just bad. Carolina falls to 0-2. Now my prediction's starting to look a little grim. We got Atlanta next week. A lot of people don't believe in that game. They already assume we are going to lose. They already think that we're not going to show up. I said it's still possible to go 3-2. I think first 5 weeks we can still go 3-2. I think it's very possible. So, looking forward to it. If y'all know where I'm gonna be, Panther Pride TV episode will be up tomorrow. Talk more about this game. Looking forward into the game against Atlanta. Again, T-Mac, Hunter Renfro, love seeing y'all. Jatavian Sanders, love seeing you. Tommy Tremble, thank you for showing up. Flipping Chuba Hubbard, showing up out of the backfield for a receiver because the running game wasn't there. Thank you. Bryson Tremaine, thank you, my boy. Shout out to the defense for getting an interception, getting a takeaway of some sort. But overall defense, we got to step up, and it might be a Vero. It just might be the scheme at this point, bro. I can't tell you nothing else. But guys, that's all I have for this. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you can always be reminded of when these videos are dropping. And so you can let me know what's going on, bro. But leave your comments below. Let me know how you felt about the game, and tell me what your thoughts are. I know some of you, a good amount of you, a lot of you, still think Bryce, for all intents and purposes, is ass. Hey, I'm not one of them. And this game showed me that. This game showed me that, hey, even with the backs against the wall, he's going to fight. And that's what I need. He's going to try to put us in a position. And he did. He put us in a position to win. He really did. He made the clutch plays when he made the clutch plays. So that's all I had to say. Because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace, what's all over the Panthers Nation. Take care, later days, and as always, keep pounding. See you next time, baby.